I just gave a security deposit for the Chicago apartments. Are there any rules?
Did you get a receipt?
Yes.
The security deposit receipt has to be given to the tenant at the same time the tenant gives the security deposit. It has to state the amount of the deposit, the name of the landlord or person getting it, the date, and the address that the deposit is for. It's also got to be signed by the person getting the deposit. The landlord is allowed to send you a receipt by email and sign it electronically.
Is the landlord allowed to spend my security deposit?
No, the landlord's not allowed to invest your deposit for you. They're not supposed to put it in a safe. They're not allowed to buy gold for you. They have to take it to a bank in Illinois, and it has to be in a separate interest-bearing account at a bank that's FDIC insured.
Do they have to tell me what bank?
Yes, the lease that you sign has to tell you the name and address of the bank your deposit's at. If there is no lease, the landlord's allowed to send you that information within 14 days after you give the deposit.
I know I signed the lease, but I don't want to move in anymore.
Well, if you sign the lease, you're going to be held responsible for the landlord's cost of re-renting and finding a new tenant, or rent if they can't. That might be a reason they can keep your deposit.
Okay, I'll move in.
Well, before you do, you should ask the landlord to do a walkthrough with you so you can see if there's pre-existing problems. You should also take pictures before your stuff is moved into the apartment. Look in all the closets, all the areas that usually get dirty, like a kitchen. Look in the fridge, in the bathroom. Also, if there's holes in the floor, you want to take close pictures of that. Holes in the wall, take pictures of that. And then, while you're living in the apartment, you will be responsible for damage that you cause or people who you invite there.
What if my landlord sells the building?
If this happens, both the new landlord and the old landlord are required to send you a written notice within 14 days after the sale. Both of them can still owe you your security deposit back. When it's time for you to move out, get all your stuff together and make sure you clean the apartment well. Again, take pictures of all the walls and the floors in the apartment to show how nice you're leaving it. See if the landlord will come and do a walkthrough with you at the end of the lease. Whether they do or not, make sure you return the key to the landlord. After you move out, the landlord has up to 30 days to inspect the property, have any repairs made, either by himself or by people he pays, and then send you a written itemized statement of the estimated or actual costs. Then he's got another 30 days to send you copies of paid receipts. Finally, he's got 45 days after you've moved out to return your security deposit and the interest on it. But if you wind up getting an email or a letter from your landlord that doesn't have as much as you expected, you might want to talk to a lawyer. And remember, if you owed rent and that's the only reason your landlord keeps your deposit, they don't have to send you a written explanation ever.